back to the park today, where we went to the park and we picked up a 12 ounce or a 16 ounce beer with the drone with about a 4-foot drop line. Now we decided when we had our podcast that what we didn't know is what's the limit. So we come up with an idea to try to lift as many as 3 beers, 3 pounds, or 1,360 grams.
I'm 100% confident it'll pick up 3. I just am worried about 2. I'm worried about it. I'd almost rather go straight to 3 and just do 3, because the 2 is...
That takes the experimentation.
Right, it's going up and down.
Success is only a matter of what we find out. Everything we do today will be considered success. So it's not a matter if it doesn't pick up 3 beers, we failed, or it failed. Hey dude, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Well, we're back in the park. 5 months later, according to YouTube, but actually I think it's longer. But drone waiter, we're back. Last year we did the 1, picked up beautifully, had that whole sway thing working. We decided we're going to try it again. We're back to do it now, and we're going to do up to 3. Count them, 3. So 3 pounds by one drone that probably only weighs maybe 3 pounds itself. So we're going to try the second beer first. We have a rig we've set up for it. Mark is going to try 2. If it picks it up successfully, then we're going to go for the 3rd. We don't know if he can do it or not, but we sure hope so. I want to be able to see if it'll work. Marcus thinks it will. My worry is that the motors are gonna blow up on us, and if it does, we're screwed. Will's gonna show up in a little while though. He's got a DJI 4 Phantom, and it's all bets are off. If his picks up 3 and ours doesn't, clearly the DJI has superior motors. I mean, obviously. So the goal here is get 2 up first and see if we can handle 2. By the way, we're not going for elevation. We're not going for distance like we did last year. Last year, the point was, can we ship it and deliver it to a destination at some distance away? It worked beautifully, although it did this whole business. This year, we shortened it up just a bit, and I'm hoping with that, we'll be able to make it more concise of a flight and perhaps take some of the load off the motors.
Right. The motors are going to pick it up, but with 2 beers, I'm afraid it's going to want to throw the drone sideways, not to where it's going to flip it over. I'm not worried about it being flipped over. I'm worried about it cocking itself like that, and it's straining the motors too hard for it to correct itself. So as soon as I see that it can do it, I'm going to put it right back down. 3, I think, will be stable because it's the way you've configured that is level. So
what about the 4-foot stretch between the last year's distance between the drone and the single beer with the string that we used? Do you think shortening it will reduce the sway?
It'll reduce it, but I don't think it's gonna. It won't kill it. I don't think it's gonna sway. But I bet you my prediction is with 3 beers, it's not gonna sway that bad. This is the first time we've what? That's
the rig's busted.
Yeah, I know. That's not
the
good.
rig's busted.
That's not good.
We got a screw loose, so to speak.
Well, it's your nut. You're missing that nut.
I beg your pardon. The necessary gear, the gear that was left at home. You want to hear something funny?
What?
When I was picking this up a couple of nights ago after I painted it, I looked inside and I thought, well, there's a nut in there. Well, that's kind of dumb. Where's there a nut? So I just took it and, you know.
I don't need to mess with it. I already...
All right, well then you want to go ahead and...
Yeah, look up.
I guess we'll do 2 to start off with here. Yeah. Connecting with satellites right now. One other little detail I want to know about, Marcus has to be able to pick that up with the eye that big with the hook. I don't know whether he can do that or not. Here's a little hole. He's got to aim this hook right here.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we start off with a much smaller ring out there. I think it was more like about back last time, so let's see if we can get her going here. look, man. Oh!
You got extra blades?
Well, that didn't work out real well.
Make sure the camera.
Yeah, it looks like the camera's all right.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Move that fast. Well, I'm gonna kill this now.
Okay, I killed mine.
I saw that, man.
Do next time. I think next time I'll hook it myself with the gun. I'll take control of that from the ground level. That way, the minute he hooks it, he can just go vertical straight up. I think that gives us the greatest chance of success, don't you? Turn the camera on.
It's everything. Traffic backs up.
All right, we're back. We got it fixed. I think this is going to work. This time I want to guide it in directly to the hook itself and let the drone get a hold of this thing. And I think if we do and let the drone have its natural path of a vertical lift, I think it'll take the weight with it. I don't think it'll be disruptive.
Start. Yeah.
Turn your camera on.
Fired up, fired up.
Wow.
That's one way to land it.
That's the end of that. We still have one more to go, though. We'll see if we can crash this too and destroy it. Because you probably had on full power. Look at the carnage. Look at the carnage.
We just lost a leg. We'll have to order a new leg. Other than that, that's all that broke.
Did the camera break?
No.
It just didn't have that strength. Wow.
Jeez. I saw it go. I was like, there's gonna be up there. I was like, oh god.
There was a point where I thought I was going to get hit with the blades.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what to do about that. Oh, that's a lot better than what.
I don't know how well that's gonna work, but let's try.
Yeah, go.
The low point is predicting takeoff.
Is the beer okay? How many? Two?
Will's up now. And that is how we do that. All right, what'd you think? What'd you think, Will?
Oh, it handled better than I thought it would, but you could hear those motors speed up once it got that extra weight on there.
That's what ours did. When we did the one beer, that's what it would do the same thing. It would speed up like that.
You know what I noticed? His didn't sway.
That might have been because of
His was steady as a rock. Did you notice that?
That might have been from the shortness. Yeah. But the multiple beers on that crooked, when it would carry, I don't know if it was the weight or the crookedness of the rig. I don't know, but that was a disaster.
Oh, it was a complete disaster. It just proved the point, though. That's all we were trying to do, is prove the point. Can it or can it not? So it was a success one way or the other, with the exception of the drones completely. So, yours though, yours worked actually very smooth and very, once you hooked it, it kind of did its job.
It performed pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, but the Phantoms are more stable, and I just trust those. They crash better, and that matters when you're flying. Like,
oh yeah,
because you're gonna crash.
Everything we do today will be considered success. Consider success. Consider success. 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 I should have just done this the first time. Oh yeah, see, that's back 5 months later, according to YouTube. I'd say probably arguably 7 months later. Stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry. Let's see. No burping, no farting, and no yawning on camera. We're live. We're just gotta come decide when we want to actually begin. We're actually going live on our shoot today, and here's Marcus playing stupid damn cherry blossom game or whatever the hell it's called. Candy Crush, yes.